Hey hey! Hey salut à tous, à toutes! J'espère que vous allez bien aujourd'hui. Ici GeekYoshii pour vous servir. De retour sur Genshin Impact. Ça fait quoi, 2 3 jours que depuis les vœux, on va pouvoir faire enfin. On va enfin pouvoir aller faire le mode histoire. La nouvelle histoire qui a été qui est débloquée pour la version 3.2. Du coup, bon, comme vous pouvez le voir, j'ai une Ahida. Ça a bien fonctionné. Elle est trop mignonne. Ah, mesdames et messieurs, il est temps qu'on aille... Ah, parce qu'il y a un événement en ce moment. Hmm, je vais me concentrer plus sur la quête d'Archon ici. Hein. Ouais. Ok, quête d'histoire. Alors, Somno et Lupus aureus. Ça c'est des... Ça, c'est des quoi? Je pense que ça, c'est les quêtes de Nilou et de Cyrus. Ouais, je pense que c'est ça. Ça, les quêtes d'histoire, on les a pas encore faites totalement, mais on va peut-être les faire un peu plus tard. Double preuve. Dans le village d'Aru, vous rencontrez un chercheur nommé Kalantari, qui, tout comme Tirzad, vient du Vahumana. Ok, ça c'est ça c'est une des quêtes secondaires, une des quêtes du monde que j'ai faite en cours de route, qui m'a permis de débloquer la majorité du désert en fait. Mais là, nous, ce qui nous intéresse, c'est celle-ci. Pulsation akashienne et montée de la flamme de Kalpa, à travers la nuit d'avant l'aube. Comme convenu, les autres et vous vous réunissez dans la maison du chef de village d'Aru pour une réunion. Parlez à Candace. Eh ben, c'est parti. On va se rendre directement chez Candace. Hum, hum, hum. Bon, ça va être bon. On va s'y rendre en Aïda en plus. Oh, elle est trop choupi. Meilleur support ever apparemment. Kalantari. Cette voix m'est familière. Je ne m'attendais pas à ce que tu t'échappes jusqu'au village d'Aru. Mes vieux os n'en peuvent plus de courir après toi. Ah, monsieur Sohail. Quelqu'un de votre âge devrait être en train de lire des textes anciens à l'académie. Que faites-vous dans le désert? Ce que je fais ici, je suis ici pour vous arrêter, les jeunes. Regardez-vous, vous êtes tous très cultivés et pourtant il n'y en a pas un qui soit moins impulsif que les autres. Voyant que Tirzad a effectué quelques réalisations, vous vous précipitez tous dans le désert, comme une infestation de fungus. C'est du grand n'importe quoi. Les sages craignent que les matras ne la prennent et que vous n'endommagiez les ruines. Alors ils m'ont envoyé pour vous persuader de rentrer. Nous? Il y a une erreur. Je suis venu ici seul, et j'ai même pris soin de prendre congé pour que les autres ne le sachent pas. C'est vrai que tu es venu seul, mais tu n'es pas le seul à avoir eu cette idée. Sais-tu combien de demandes de congé les sages ont reçues hier? 46. 46 demandes de congé ont été déposées. Et je l'imaginais tellement avec le P-word. Entre 46 de demandes de congé ont été déposées par des jeunes qui voulaient venir tenter leur chance après avoir lu l'article. Ils ont invoqué divers motifs. Certains d'entre eux vont aider leurs voisins qui ont été pris dans un incendie, d'autres ont vu leur maison saccagée par des fungus, et d'autres encore ont mangé du curry pourri. Pourquoi n'ont-ils pas autant d'idées lorsqu'ils rédigent leurs articles. Ça en fait des motifs. Cela signifie qu'ils ne mentent probablement pas. La vérité d'une affaire est souvent plus absurde que les chercheurs ne l'imaginent. De plus, je n'ai pas vu d'autres chercheurs dans le village d'Arou, alors peut-être que les raisons qu'ils ont données sont vraies. Bien sûr que tu ne les as pas vus. J'ai déjà persuadé 45 d'entre eux de rentrer. Maintenant, il ne reste plus que le 46e, c'est-à-dire toi. Écoute-moi un peu. On ne fait pas des recherches en comptant sur la chance. C'est vrai que la thèse de Tirzad est bien rédigée, mais on ne sait pas encore si elle est entièrement crédible. Ok, là probablement que je suis pas sur la bonne quête en fait. Vous comprendrez peut-être pas ce qui vient d'arriver, mais dites-vous qu'il y a un... On a escorté un chercheur pendant tout le long du voyage, puis on a ouvert la majorité des temples, des pyramides qui sont dans le désert. Bon. Ouais, je suis bel et bien sur une autre quête en fait. Mais moi je veux... Ouais voilà, moi je veux parler à Candace moi. Non, je veux pas parler... Ah merci. Bordel, je pensais qu'on n'était pas si près. Hein.
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please,
Mais avant,
wait a moment.
qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Je ferai de mon mieux.
Okay.
Et c'est parti. Bon, vous autres là, vous restez dans votre coin. Vous ne bougez plus d'ici jusqu'à ce que je le dise. Oh. C'est trop cute. Bon. En tout cas, j'ai hâte.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
On peut commencer.
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
C'est un peu long le temps de chargement là. En sachant que la version 3.2 n'a pas donné plus de zones à explorer. La 3.3 va étendre, apparemment, techniquement devrait étendre un peu plus le désert de Sumeru. La zone où est-ce qu'il y a l'espèce de tornade en fait. C'est probablement là que ça va s'étendre un peu plus. Mais sinon, on n'a pas grand chose pour le moment pour la 3.2. Sauf un nouveau boss. Un nouveau boss de semaine qui va pour le moment.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of.
Oula,
Catch you all later.
les graphismes, mesdames et messieurs.
Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care.
Non.
Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
Nous allons passer à l'action au prochain jour de Niagarba. On va le lire comme ça. Désolé si je le prononce mal.
Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care.
Par contre, je me demande où il va se trouver le boss fight en fait.
You're welcome. And good luck. With everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
En vrai, je me demande vraiment où va se trouver le boss fight en général. Parce que je veux dire, tu regardes le désert. Genre, c'est quand même plein en vrai. À moins que vous me dites que le boss fight se trouve quelque part dans le coin de la ville de Sumeru, là, c'est un peu chaud quand même. On va le voir à la longue. On va finir par le voir à la longue. Les autres, ils doivent voir une petite fille courir vers eux pour dire « Hey, je vais me battre! » Quoi? Non. Oui. Oui, je vais me battre.
Sounds good.
Ah oui,
I'll go
Raman.
make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hate them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Ah, oui, le boss fight va se trouver à Sumeru en fait. Le sanctuaire au sommet de la ville en fait. Je suppose que c'est là.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our
J'ai bien
morale,
conscience de
maybe?
tout cela, ouais.
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Oh, vous avez raison.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Oui, je m'en
You
souviens.
have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge.
Ouais. Et pour rappel, cette connaissance a presque rendu fou la majorité de l'ancienne population jusqu'à ce que l'Arcondendro Rukadevata a intervenu ensuite, avec l'aide du roi d'Eshret en plus.
But the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
Alors la contamination de la connaissance interdite aurait refait surface.
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering and the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
Mm.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This
On doit
is huge!
On doit en informer Nahida le plus vite possible.
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
Elle a dit que la clé pour sauver les Irminsul se trouvait dans la conscience de la Molrani Rukadevata.
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces.
Tout à fait.
To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Pas besoin de me sauver, je suis là. Oh, mais est-ce que je suis marrant. Oh. En vrai, j'ai hâte de voir la suite des choses. Oui. En vrai, c'est rare que je change énormément mes teams. C'est très très rare. Genre, j'ai tout le temps eu Ayaka dans ma team, mais John Lee, ça n'a pas changé.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Oh, serait-ce un défi?
Very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Moi?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Mais bien sûr!
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Je suis prêt.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
D'accord.
Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud.
Les mots émouvants sont écrits sur cette feuille de papier. Bien que vous ignorez le but de ce transfert, vous faites ce que dit Al-Haytham pour s'assurer que le plan réussisse. Quelle expérience incroyable!
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
Ça... tout va bien?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
Dépendant.
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders.
Voilà. Tu deviens dépendant à ce
And
genre
that's why
d'objet.
rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Rejoignez Saino à la caravane. Je trouve ça un peu bizarre. Mais bon. Il y a toujours ce donjon-là que j'ai toujours pas réussi à débloquer. Ça me frustre. Un de ces jours, je vais finir par y arriver.
The weather is lovely and warm. Things are about to start getting lively again.
Non. Je peux pas m'empêcher de me dire qu'il est trop cute.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Alhaitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Alhaitham for suggestions. Had I known Alhaitham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know.
Ok.
Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Okay.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Alhaitham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Alhaitham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me. There is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
S'il n'y a pas d'autre moyen, je peux aider. N'ayez crainte, je resterai prudent.
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
On doit respecter la détermination de Raman et des autres.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Les secondes, j'ai reçu un message. Ah! Et Twitch. C'est Twitch qui m'a envoyé des pièces. Merci Twitch. Bon, parler aux soldats stationnés à la caravane. Oh! On va aller voir ce qu'il en est.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Vous avez vraiment l'air ferme quand vous travaillez.
Because this is work.
Vous êtes beaucoup plus amical avec nous.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're
T'as l'air
still
surtout
in the mood to
fatigué
chat.
parce que j'ai
This
pas
whole
dormi.
thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Huh. Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
I'm so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Je suis sûr qu'on peut y arriver.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarba.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
What? C'est moi qui suis ravi.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I always long to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
Garde apporter immédiatement la carte sur laquelle Sino
In 2
encercle le lieu
days,
de
we will
l'organisation.
engage Ramon's Eremites
Ou de
and
l'opération.
capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
C'est franchement pas désagréable.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Wow. Attendez le moment convenu le surlendemain. Et ben dans ce cas, nous allons avancer. Et... Time skip. On va quand même pas attendre 2 journées entières pour que que la mission commence, hein. On va s'assurer de la commencer à l'heure ponctuelle.
Time for the operation. Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
Oui, absolument, ma chère. Hop. Let's go. En vrai, j'ai hâte de commencer. Bon. Je n'ai pas de dendroculus, mais il m'en manque 3 pour le faire monter de niveau par contre. Bon, ça sera en cours de route. Je vais attendre de voir. Je vais attendre de voir s'il n'y a pas autre chose.
Wait a moment.
Après ça, je vais aller prendre un verre d'eau.
It's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Oula, oula.
Emerge, right here.
Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge.
Emerge, right here.
Gather!
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now. Emerge.
Be still.
This may turn a little. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, excusez.
Ah! We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Merci beaucoup, Sino.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe DIEUX should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tighnari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tighnari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
Oui, moi aussi ça m'inquiète.
I have a very close relationship with Tighnari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tighnari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Ok. Je vais vous revenir dans quelques instants. Je vais juste aller me chercher un verre d'eau. Ok, excusez-moi. En même temps, je suis allé me chercher mon souper aussi en même temps. Poulet à l'épice grecque. Et les Saignon a ramené Raman et son équipe à Sumeru. Rejoignez DIEUX à la caravane. Ok. En tout cas, la majorité des lives que j'ai fait ces derniers temps, je sais que Genshin, ça continue de fonctionner quand même très bien. Ces derniers temps, je sais que le jeu de Steven Universe, Save the Light aussi, fonctionne très bien aussi. Quelque chose à vendre? Non. Ok. Je pensais.
Yeah, we're here!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of.
Désolé, on a été retenu par une affaire délicate.
I just like seeing that serious look on your face. Alright, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that.
Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire?
According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard.
Ok. Si on m'avait dit qu'un jour DIEUX serait ma garde du corps.
You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone, you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say?
Donnez-moi 2 minutes, je vous reviens encore une fois. Faut que j'aille chercher quelque chose. Souriez! Et bon. C'est bon, vous avez eu le temps de sourire tout le long? Eh ben, on y retourne.
I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile.
Oh, allez nous faire un
Come
compliment
on,
là.
give me a smile so that I can be less worried.
Oh, merci DIEUX.
Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm.
Oh.
There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Party's DI.
Ok. On va aller voir Tighnari. Ouh, ça va faire longtemps ça. Ok. Ça va faire longtemps ça par contre. Mais on est juste plus loin que son... Plus loin que son petit village. Du coup, ce qui veut dire qu'on verra pas courir. Du moins peut-être pas pour le moment.
He's over there. Let's go say hi. Tighnari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon.
Merde.
And you are?
Faut que je me rappelle que je dois m'habituer à sa voix.
Hey there.
Ça fait longtemps qu'on ne s'est pas vu.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
Tighnari, on aimerait vous demander quelque chose.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me?
Avez-vous vu Dottore? J'aimerais savoir où il se trouve maintenant.
The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Party's DI just a little while ago.
Pardon?
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
Qu'a-t-il l'intention de faire?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Huh, interesting.
So you mean... you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Paradis DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment.
Entre guillemets.
I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Comme tu vas faire la même chose que Collé, c'est
Hypatia
ça?
was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the Academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer.
Impose-toi, Tigneray.
Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass.
Huh.
I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, you're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself, but if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end, it still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Paradis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
So, on va confronter le Dottore. Excusez s'il y avait plus de son. Je devais me concentrer pour faire autre chose.
According to Tighnari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went! How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces.
Attends-moi, je suis toute petite.
Or
Je peux pas courir
perhaps
comme
he
toi.
never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction.
Je suis toute petite.
The
DIEUX,
traces
plus
are
vite que
still
toi.
fresh, but there's no
Non, tu
sign
me
of his
rattrapes.
entourage. Clearly, they're in a hurry.
Non, DIEUX.
It's just
Non.
as I thought.
Arrête-toi. Je suis plus rapide que toi. Non, je vais y arriver. J'ai plus d'énergie. La vache.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Direction le port d'Ormos. Let's go.
Seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this
Mission
is a
d'infiltration.
proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland. Back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday, but his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be
Je
mistaken.
vois Dottore là-bas.
Nobody's supposed to look
Sur le
happy
bateau.
when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat.
Yep.
So he
Cachez-vous.
told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Mission d'infiltration un peu bizarre.
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Dottore. Il n'avait pas l'air de mentir quand il disait qu'il était Sumeru, mais est-ce vraiment aussi simple? C'était un piège pour nous piéger, nous. Évidemment. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
He saw us.
Ben, évidemment. Il avait tout prévu depuis le début. Vous êtes débile. C'est Dottore quand même, le mec qui est hyper intelligent.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
On est encerclé.
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they've vanished.
So this was a trap.
Non, il n'y a personne autour de nous.
Wait, don't tell me that.
An illusion.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
La conscience d'Hypatia avait été reliée à celle de Scaramouche.
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Oh no!
La prendrait de force.
Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Non, la tuer, ok.
Let's go!
Il faut se dépêcher, hein. Mais... Ah ouais, ils m'ont littéralement donné quelqu'un à grandes jambes pour que je sois sûr d'arriver à bon port. Faut se dépêcher, hein. Bon, je crois qu'on arrive un peu trop tard.
Party's DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
Ha! Tina, il va falloir que tu sortes ton arme.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Party's DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Party's DI now? I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Party's DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Let's go.
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Kainari! Beat him up!
Let's go!
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
Grow!
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
Monte pas y aller, s'il te plaît.
Emerge.
Allez, ça dégage.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it!
Yep.
Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like anyone's broken in.
Pas encore. Heureusement, personne n'est venu s'en prendre à Hypatia. Mais elle ne bouge pas. Elle est juste endormie.
Well, how is she?
Tout va bien, elle dort comme un bébé.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
So, you think this is over?
Scaramouche. Cette voix. Scaramouche.
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
Paimon ne peut pas le voir. Cette forme, c'est un spectre. Un esprit? Non. Est-ce que c'est parce que je viens de toucher Hypatia et que Scaramouche existe dans sa conscience?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact with Hypatia.
Qu'avez-vous fait à Hypatia?
I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch.
Pourquoi?
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
Paimon.
What are you doing?
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me?
L'Académie a été plus rapide que nous pensions.
Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable.
Comme vous pouvez entendre mes pensées, j'ai une question à vous poser.
Yes. What is it?
Vous avez une meilleure attitude que les autres fois? Ou c'est moi qui me trompe?
Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Which is why I'm talking to you like this.
Cependant, pensez-vous vraiment que ce soit une bonne chose pour vous?
What do you mean?
L'Académie a l'intention d'insérer des concentrés de connaissances divines à l'intérieur de votre conscience. Les risques sont énormes. Même si les hypothèses de l'Académie sont correctes et que vous acquérez la sagesse divine, vous pourriez bien ne plus être vous-même. Vous deviendrez une nouvelle Ruka Devata aux yeux de l'Académie. Êtes-vous prêt à perdre votre identité pour devenir une divinité?
Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction?
Vous ne comprendriez pas.
I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking, and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance.
Si c'est ce que vous pensez, pourquoi restez-vous relié à la conscience de Hypatia? Avec votre puissance actuelle, vous devriez être en mesure de couper cette connexion.
Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity. while her warship shall become my glory.
Est-ce vraiment le cas?
You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
Si vous tenez vraiment à cette fidèle, vous devriez la protéger et l'abriter de tout danger.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower?
Dottore ne semble pas vouloir qu'elle reste à Sumeru pour suivre son traitement. Pensez-vous que ce soit raisonnable?
The doctor wants to hurt my first follower?
Vous ne ressentez même pas un peu de colère?
How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded.
Votre expression. Qu'est-ce que vous allez faire?
Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder!
Le tonnerre? C'est Scaramouche qui a fait ça?
That person Paimon couldn't see was the Palantir? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while.
Moi aussi, ça m'a surpris. Il est devenu plus calme, mais d'une certaine manière plus dérangé aussi.
Where is the storm headed?
Scaramouche a-t-il modifié le temps qu'il fait avec le Gnosis?
That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tainari and Dia still must be fighting!
Ok, donnez-moi un instant. Ce sera pas bien long. Ok. Bon. Ça c'est fait. Ok. Bon. Allez voir ce qu'il en est de Tinari et Dea. Ah ouais, le gars il a littéralement changé la température, c'est fou. Et je me demande si la température elle a changé un peu partout en fait. Par exemple, si je vais à Sumeru par exemple. Est-ce qu'il pleut aussi? Pas Sumeru par contre. Donc je suppose que c'est vraiment à une seule place en particulier en fait. Juste pour le contexte en fait.
Paradise DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and
Attends,
do as you
quoi?
please.
I believe we've...
Attendez, quoi?
Even the Grand... I've done my duty.
It would seem that you can keep trying.
With all due respect...
Well, you only... I may be staying. It is still...
Oh non.
Then it seemed...
No one
Oh,
will
je suis
lay a hand-
désolé. Oh, je me sens comme une merde. Oh, je me sens comme une merde. J'ai fait recommencer la mission sans le vouloir. Je suis désolé. Je suis vraiment désolé. Je vais essayer de faire le plus vite possible, ok?
Be still. There's no use resisting. Give us Hypatia.
Keep dreaming.
Je suis vraiment désolé tout le monde. J'ai vraiment merdé sur ce coup-là.
Emerge.
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
Right now. Emerge.
Je me sens vraiment comme une merde.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia.
Got it.
De devoir recommencer depuis le combat en fait. Et recommencer toute la conversation avec Scaramouche. Ah, je suis désolé tout le monde.
How is she?
Ah, je me sens vraiment comme un débile.
Oh, that's good.
Ma curiosité m'aura fait payer le prix.
So, you think this is
Ta gueule,
over?
ta gueule, ta gueule, ta gueule, dégage, 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 ça dégage. Oui, c'est bon, on a compris.
What?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where...
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know.
Allez.
Don't you remember? I didn't need to... I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed... I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey! Trev!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just... Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise? Scholars consider the God of Wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. But this also...
Come on!
Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood.
Yes,
Which is why
yeah!
I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had, indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, I'm connected to your... This is a good conversation we're having.
Oui,
So here's a
évidemment.
word of
Une bonne
advice.
conversation, oui.
Let go of your misguided guardian complex.
Promis, plus
It'll be
jamais
for
je
your own
n'irai
good,
plus loin que l'objectif,
as
ok?
well as-
Je m'excuse.
She peered into... All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become... You're doubting me again. Who wants to hurt my... The doctor... How very amusing. Has anyone ever told... The doctor has never known his place. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me.
Oui,
As
on
my
a
listener,
compris, Scaramouche,
you
on a
will be
compris.
rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, God...
Paimon, that person Paimon couldn't seem...
Bon, ok, c'est bon, on a compris, on a compris.
That means anyone outside is in danger!
Bon, allez, on va aller sauver Tinari. Bon. Tighnari s'est fait frapper par la foudre.
Oh, have the Fatui retreated?
Tighnari et Dea sont là.
Hey, what happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat.
Je suis désolé.
Why are you sorry?
C'est peut-être à cause de moi que la faute s'est abattue.
It's all right. I'm sure you also never expected this to happen. Don't blame yourself. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
Elle va bien pour le moment, mais il y a des choses que je dois vous dire. Peut-être pas tout de suite.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there.
Oups.
Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
Ok, on lui raconte ce qu'on a vu à partir de Torre, blablabla. Et
So
Scaramouche.
that's what you were talking to the balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry.
Oui, j'ai un doute. C'est probablement à cause de Scaramouche que Hypatia se trouve dans le viseur des Fatui. En reliant sa conscience à celle de Scaramouche, elle a vu son passé.
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Je n'en suis pas encore sûr pour le moment.
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the balladeer zap him with lightning?
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
Thank you for the help, Tighnari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Récupérez bien.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
Ok, attendez le moment convenu, 19h21. Donc on va faire avancer le temps. Donc entre 19h et 21h, ce qui veut dire 20h. Nilo est impliqué dans la quête, l'animation des rues. Nani? Oh non, attendez une minute. Rendez-vous au Grand Bazar. Un personnage est impliqué dans une autre quête. Quoi? Oh non. Oh non. Oh non, 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 non. Et merde. Donc je suis obligé de faire la quête de Nilo pour la redébloquer. Ah! Bon, mesdames et messieurs, je crois qu'on va s'arrêter là pour la quête d'Archon en fait. On va prendre un temps pour... je vais prendre un temps pour finir la majorité du stuff. Et je reviendrai plus tard pour finir ce qui a été commencé. Donc, faire la quête, débloquer le nouveau boss, évidemment. Donc,
Boats are made for transferring commodities.
la ferme journée. Je vais revenir un peu plus tard pour faire la suite de la quête. Donc, pour le moment, je vais devoir vous demander de patienter un peu. Parce que là, vraiment, j'avais vraiment aucune envie de faire des quêtes de personnages, mais vraiment pas du tout. Donc, je reviendrai une autre fois pour compléter cette grosse quête. Donc, elle sera en 2 parties, en fait. Donc, merci à tous et à toutes d'avoir regardé. J'espère que ça vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à revenir voir sur la chaîne de GeekYoshii pour voir les autres contenus de Genshin et d'autres contenus si ça vous intéresse. On se retrouve très bientôt pour la suite des aventures de Genshin Impact. C'était GeekYoshii pour vous servir. À la prochaine tout le monde. Ciao ciao.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?